This must be Long Dao's dust. The ingredient Videl's Omega Elixir recipe calls for.
I can't believe you actually found it.
We have to go tell Videl. Maybe he's been able to translate the rest of the list.
Yeah.
Wow! Is that Long Dao's dust? That's one of the Omega Elixir ingredients! You found it! You really found it!
Yeah, it's proof your research is right.
Thanks! I've just managed to translate the description of the second ingredient. Here, take this and... Oh,
What's wrong? Your face is red.
Hey, you're burning up.
it's fine. I'm pretty much always running a fever.
That makes it even worse. We need to get you home so you can rest up.
But I'm still translating the recipe.
You heard me.
Alright. She's scary. Is she your sister or something, Laffy said?
Well, it's kind of a long story.
Oh, okay. Well, you seem to have a pretty complicated life.
Do you think he's always that sick?
Wouldn't surprise me. I was weak when I was a kid, too.
He's probably been like this since he was born. That must be why his parents named him Videl. It means to live.
Huh. I never thought about that.
Luffy said is like that too. It means one who lives.
One who lives.
And he wants to be an explorer when he grows up. I feel sorry for him.
But if he drinks the Omega Elixir, I think he can get better. When he sets off on his adventures, will you let him aboard the Von Eltia, Eizen?
I suppose I could cut him a deal.
You'd charge him?
I'm a pirate, kid. Comes with the territory. But I promise you, I won't charge him too much.
I suppose that'll have to do.
One who lives. I did not know that Laphicette's name had meaning behind it.
Didn't mean much in the end. I poured my soul into getting him through. But he's still dead all the same. Hope. What a waste.
You really think it was pointless?
What else am I supposed to think? It won't bring him back.
Look! It's another ingredient for the Omega Elixir.
A unicorn horn, huh?
Hey! Whoa! Careful with that! If anyone other than a maiden of pure heart touches a unicorn horn, it loses all its powers!
A maiden pure of heart.
That's a pity. Nobody here fits that description.
I beg your pardon. Just what kind of woman do you think I am?
Well, when I think of a pure maiden, I think of a princess who's never lifted anything heavier than a pair of chopsticks her whole life.
Your view of women is completely messed up.
Is it?
Well, personally, I'd liken myself to a maiden who's maxed out her purity stat by her third playthrough. But I'll defer to Velvet.
Hey, Fee. Why don't you carry it?
Me? Are you sure that's okay?
Honestly, I don't know. But you're the one who wants to make this Omega Elixir. If you can't get the ingredients yourself, I don't see much point in keeping this up.
Yeah, you're right.
Don't worry about it, kid. Magilou's just quoting some old wives' tale. Unicorn horns are actually just tusks, from a kind of whale called a narwhal.
Why didn't you say that sooner?
Eizen, you spoil sport! I totally had them on the hook!
At least we've established that Magilou wouldn't be able to hold a real unicorn's horn.
Well, for now, let's report our success to Videl. Hey, Videl! We found another one of the ingredients!
Thanks.
Have you figured out any of the remaining ones?
Yeah, but only one of them.
Are you okay? Are you feeling sick again or something?
I found something else in the book. The Omega Elixir was originally concocted as a way to cure the 12-year sickness,
The 12-year sickness?
an incurable disease. Every 12 days, you break out in a fever. Each fever is just a bit worse than the one before it. And when you turn 12, you die.
That's just like what Luffy had.
Videl, you're not saying...
My symptoms are an exact match. And well, my 12th birthday is coming up.
Videl, don't worry. I'll get you the other ingredients. We can make the Omega Elixir together.
It's no use. There's no way you can get them all in time. And even if you did, I'm not sure I could actually make the Omega Elixir.
We can do it. When there's a will, there's a way.
Easy for you to say. You're not the one who's sick here. You get to travel across the world. You get to see all kinds of incredible things.
Videl.
Just go. Leave me alone. I don't want to talk to anybody right now.
Laffy said you don't have to feel so bad. It's okay.
Thanks, Eleanor. But Videl's right. I hadn't even considered his point of view.
But you were just trying to be nice.
Well, even if he doesn't want me to interfere with him, I still want to make that Omega Elixir. He's a friend, and he's in pain. I want to help him.
Yeah, you're right. I'll help you out too.
Keep basking in them sunshine and rainbows, kids. But as far as anyone knows, there's not one case in all of recorded history of anyone who has it surviving.
The 12-year sickness. We saw this in the Earthen Historia.
Yeah, my little brother had it too. He knew it. That's why he asked Artorius to.
What else could he do? He had no hope against that disease.
That's probably true. But that doesn't exactly help dull my sorrow. The opposite, actually. If I forgot that feeling, well, my brother deserves far better than that.
You're strong, Velvet. You know that?
There's a cloud sheep egg, another ingredient for the Omega Elixir.
All right, let's hurry and get this back to Videl.
I'm not sure I've ever seen Laphicet so animated.
He's just not one to give up easily. I honestly couldn't tell you where he gets it from.
Really? Well, I think you and Laphicet are actually rather similar.
You can't be serious.
Oh, I'm completely serious. And to a dumb old demon like me, it doesn't seem like a bad thing.
You're Laphicet, right?
Yes. Who are you?
I'm Videl's mom. He wanted me to give you this note.
It's the fourth ingredient. What happened to Videl?
He has a high fever and can't move right now.
It's the terminal stage of the 12-year sickness.
It can't be.
All the other kids in town avoid Videl because they're scared of the disease. But you chose to be his friend. I want to thank you for that. Videl always perks up when he talks about you.
Miss Videl's mom, I know this is sudden, but can I borrow his book? If we can figure out the last ingredient, we can make medicine that'll cure him. I don't care what it takes. I'll decipher it myself and...
That sounds like it could be really dangerous. I can't let Videl's friends put themselves at risk like that. Besides, I've already lent the book to someone else. I've been prepared for this day ever since I learned he had the 12-year sickness. I'm sorry, Videl. I'm sorry I couldn't give you a healthy life.
What's the plan, Laphicet? Do you still intend to look for that last ingredient?
Why bother? Time's short and we're out of leads.
I know it's sad, but there's nothing we can do. Videl was fated for this end from the start.
Is there really nothing we can do?
Don't feel guilty. None of this is your fault. You've been a good friend to him. Besides, the Omega Elixir is a fool's errand anyway.
How could you say that?
Jeez, Velvet! Even I'd have tried to soften that one.
What's there to be gained from being less direct? Sure, it might hurt now, but in time, it will be just another memory. A sad memory you'll keep tucked away for when you need it.
How can you talk like that? Videl's still alive! And what about all of his research? The Omega Elixir is real! I'm sure of it! I'm not ready to give up!
Then stop talking about it and keep on looking.
You mean it?
Once you've lost him, it'll be too late. No matter how sorry you feel, no matter how deeply you regret, regrets don't change into memories. They hang over you like a living nightmare. But you haven't lost your friend yet, or your hope.
Yeah,
Then hold on to it as tightly as you can.
okay. I'm going to find that fourth ingredient. Let's take another look at the clues in Videl's notes.
An exorcist. What's he doing here?
That's...
It's a world tree leaf.
We need that for the Omega Elixir.
You know of the Omega Elixir? You're no ordinary travelers.
I think you can tell that just by looking at us.
He seems wary of us. Should we take it by force?
No, we'd be at a disadvantage. He looks strong.
I could try talking to him.
Wait, let me try.
All right, Laffy. Do what you need to.
Please, sir, may we have that? We need it badly.
Sorry, kid. I've only this one. You're so young. Do you really think you can make an Omega Elixir?
I have a friend who's very sick. If there's anything I can do to save him, anything at all, I have to try.
Did you already gather the other ingredients?
No, we still don't know what the last one might be. But I'll find it. I swear I will. My friend is suffering too much. I refuse to give up on him.
Take it.
Are you certain? Don't you need this as well?
I'm an exorcist. Talking to you, well, we're supposed to put the needs of others ahead of our own. You think not of yourself. I would be a poor model were I to deprive you in your time of need.
Thank you.
By the way, young one, perhaps this will help your cause. I've been studying an old book, and it would seem that the final ingredient is a Moloch's prayers. Unfortunately, thanks to the Lord of Calamity, the Abbey's been losing a good number of Malachim. I've managed to be exceedingly lucky and mine is still okay, but... he will not give me his prayers, even when I command him to. Perhaps you will succeed. I have not faltered in my duties as an exorcist. The world must come before my family. I'm so sorry, Videl.
Now that we know what the last ingredient is, there's just one thing left to do.
Hey! I think that might have been Videl's dad.
Well, now that you mention it, Videl did say that his dad was an exorcist.
If he was the one who borrowed the book from Videl's mother, that would explain how he got here.
Damn, though, that's cold. Doesn't that mean he was willing to give up on his son? How could he place more value in the Abbey's teachings than on his own son's life?
I think he made the rational decision. Remember, he felt that there was no way he could get the last ingredient for himself, so...
Yeah, okay, sure, logic. Kids ain't logical. How do you think Videl would have taken this?
I'm sure he'd be terribly hurt.
Look at it like this. That guy clearly went to a lot of trouble to decipher the book. He would have faced considerable dangers just to get here.
Exorcists can't save the whole world. They have to live their lives conflicted like the rest of us. If everyone lived as selfishly as me, the world would be a wasteland.
Velvet.
I don't disagree, but he knew what he was doing.
Am I dreaming this? Is Velvet actually defending an exorcist? Pinch me!
I'm only stating the truth. Anyway, if we'd fought, it would have been to the death.
Good thing this ended peacefully.
Fee, I can't tell you what's right in this situation, but if Videl does die, the sadness will be numbing. I can promise you that.
Yeah, but I think even in sadness, hope can spring to life. As long as you keep living.
Anyway, we've got everything we need. Let's get back to Videl's house and make the Omega Elixir.
That exorcist said the last ingredient was a Moloch's prayers. That's all it is?
We're in good shape then. We've got Laphicet and Eizen and Bienfu. One of you can surely squeeze out a prayer or two, yeah?
We're back! Where's it's Videl!
Oh, it's you, Laphicet. I'm sorry, but Videl's already lost consciousness.
But he's still alive, isn't he? Please, let me see him! Videl, it's me, Laphicet. We have all of the ingredients for the Omega Elixir. I'll prove that your translations were correct, Videl. Just wait.
Laphicet.
He's awake!
No, he's just mumbling. That's all he's been saying this whole time.
I'm sorry. Sorry, Laphicet. I'm sorry I told you to go away. I really wanted to talk to you more.
It's fine, really. That doesn't matter now. You're my friend. There's so much of the world you still need to see. You have to get better. So we can go on adventures together, okay? Huh?
Is that...
It's the Omega Elixir. So, it wasn't really a Moloch's prayers.
It was their tears.
Sweetheart, you're home!
I am. But I have no right to be here at this point. I chose to do my duty as an exorcist over the welfare of my own dear family. I won't ask for forgiveness. This isn't something that can be forgiven.
Dad?
Videl, are you feeling okay?
He's fine. A generous friend worked hard to prepare the Omega Elixir for him.
The Omega Elixir? Wait, don't tell me your friend is...
You helped him, right? I heard that it was you who told him what the final ingredient was. Thank you, Dad.
No, son. You have no idea. I...
Dad, it's okay. You protected the world in your own way. The one Mom and I live in. The one I want to explore when I get a little older.
Son.
All's well that ends well,
Hard to believe we managed to actually make an Omega Elixir. That's one hell of an accomplishment.
Oh, and here I was anticipating much wailing and gnashing of teeth. Videl turned out to be pretty resilient, huh?
Can't you just say good job like a normal person?
You're no fun. You did good, kid.
Thanks. But I might have given up if not for Velvet's encouragement.
All I did was rile you up. I wouldn't call it encouragement.
Not you too, Velvet.
Anyway, that was a noble thing you did, Laphicet. You really held on to your hope all the way through.
Yeah. I just didn't want to give up on Videl. But I don't really think it's worth praising. I haven't felt lost like you have, Velvet. If I had, I don't think I would have been so sure of myself.
Perhaps. But I think you'll still have it in you. Even if you ever do lose something dear.
Huh? Why?
That's just the feeling I get. Look, I'm tired of Eleanor's grumbling, so I thought I'd say something nice for once.
Could you not make this my fault?
Another hunting team sent to Hexen Isle was wiped out. Maybe we really are in over our heads.
Quit your whining. If we don't take out that dragon, we'll never get into the Calyx. We're operating under the direct order of Lord Artorius himself.
But how can we hope to complete our mission without Lord Shigure and the other legates?
There's a dragon on Hexen Isle?
Perhaps the one that was caught in the Calyx got loose?
I don't think so. It sounds like the one we fought some time ago.
It has to be Silva.
Rein it in, kiddo. That dragon is bad news. I rather like not being a smear on the ground or a slowly dissolving mass inside a dragon's digestive tract. We'd best leave it be.
What? Do you feel obligated to help him?
Not exactly. Even when we were together, we never talked. I mean, we didn't have any feelings or free thought. We were just there. If you'd taken him with you instead of me, I'd probably have turned into a dragon by now myself. He's beyond saving, but at the very least, I want him to be at peace.
It's your funeral. I'll stick around to clean up what's left.
I'll go too.
Me too.
I'm in. Everyone deserves closure.
Oh, to be young and fearless. You do realize if we lose, there won't even be any dental records left to identify us by?
Looks like he's recovered all right.
Oh, come on! Give us a break already! I bet even Inominat couldn't stop this thing!
Then this'll be the perfect warm-up.
Am I just imagining things? Or does he look like he's even stronger?
It isn't your imagination. It looks like he's absorbing the malevolence from all around the Calyx.
There's still time to run if you want to. This dragon is no joke.
I'm sorry, Silva. I used you so I could escape. But this time, I won't run away. You're going down, Silva!
No tricks! Just a straight-up battle!
Ready to die? Think you can dodge? Just try! Perfect mayhem!
Element of green!
Die! You're wide open!
I just remembered something. One time, when Lady Teresa was punishing me, Silva stood right by my side, just like this. He didn't say a word, but his presence was a comfort.
I see.
Sorry, Silva. And Velvet, back at Helives. Thanks for taking me with you and getting me out of there.
That was basically kidnapping, really.
Maybe, but I want to thank you all the same.
You don't have to, Fee. Really. You've come a long way. That's because you put in the effort, not me.
The sensation. Is the Calyx still functional?
Well, seems we're done here.
I wouldn't be so sure about that if I were you.
What do you mean?
The Calyx is a series of ancient ruins unearthed and brought back to life by Melchior. But now that he's kicked the bucket, Artorias might be the only one who can actually control the place. Oh, you know, you can never be too sure of what the future holds, right? That's all I meant.
This Nordal. It looks a lot like Grimoire and Bienfu, but there's something different about it that I can't quite put my finger on.
I agree. Those two are positively gloomy, but this doll seems calming, yet glamorous too.
Like I said, a quiet radiance.
Yeah.
You think so? I think it's more lethargic or absent-minded, like it can't tell what's going on in its head. Either way, I'm 1,000 times cuter than that thing.
What's cute about you? People who keep their faces covered are creepy.
I don't know. There's definitely something off about it. It's charming, but a little ominous. Like I can never entirely be at ease around it, if that makes sense.
You think so? Actually, I think it's cute. It reminds me of a little baby.
You think this looks like a baby?
I remember when my sister was about as small as that doll. She had the tiniest little hands, and she tried to grip my pinky as best she could.
Really?
I'd take my pinky with her fingers wrapped around it and poke her cheek, and she'd just be all smiles. I swore to myself I'd always do whatever I could to protect her. Once she got a little older and started fixing meals, lots of weird things began to happen around us. Wherever we went, she was in danger. Demons attacked us. A dragon tried to kidnap her. That's when I first realized what it was that I carried. That the cause of all my sister's pain was my blessing, my Reaper's curse.
So, you left her behind and went on your search for a way to break the curse.
Right. And that's when I met Eifried. It was from him that I first heard about the Nordals. He thought the stories about them were all just baseless rumors.
I guess we'll never know for sure unless we gather them all. But...
What is it?
I think something good will happen once they're all together.
Why do you say that?
Well, because we found this doll, you shared some of your past with us. That makes me kinda happy. So I think we should get the other three, so more happy stuff happens.
Hard to argue with you there.
Turtles! Turtles! Boil oysters in the cloisters! Oh, got another letter for you, Eizen.
Okay.
Maybe it's from your sister this time.
You want to read it?
Me?
Please allow me. Now then.
Your cruelty knows no bounds. You bring deep sadness to a fair maiden's heart with each passing day. Repent or else I'll be forced to intervene. This is your final warning.
And that's it.
Wow, this person sounds really mad.
Eizen, what did you go and do to make the fair maiden cry?
I don't know, but I could try a couple things on you.
Ooh, excuse me if I forget to be scared.
The letter mentions a fair maiden. Do you think it refers to your sister?
What?
Oh, you could be onto something. She must be lonely so far away from her brother.
It sounded like she's pretty fond of you.
Are you suggesting that Eizen's sister wrote these letters? I mean, they're certainly unusual, but...
My sister wouldn't write something like this.
Then maybe it's someone who's spending a lot of time around her. Like, oh, a man whose shoulder she cries on.
Damnation, Magilu! My sister doesn't have any guy clinging onto her! Do you know something I don't? Prove it! Bring him here right now!
Calm down, Eizen. No one's saying that.
But if you're really that worried, why don't you go see her? Have you not done that since you left?
I did go back once, a long time ago. But as soon as I showed up, a crowd started to gather. Overcome by malevolence, they turned into demons and attacked my sister then and there.
Do you think it's your fault that happened?
What do you think? I'd moved us to a safe place, low in malevolence and high up a rugged mountainside.
So much for coincidence.
I haven't gone back to see her since.
Changing topics. I know I said these Nordals were a little off, but I think I'm starting to see that as part of their appeal.
Huh?
My point is, no matter how odd it might be, any gift could make a girl happy if it's given from the heart.
Ha. Sorry. You can't have one.
That's 3 Nordals collected, and 1 to go.
Right.
Usually that turtle shows up right about now. What gives? Turtles, loiters, embroiders?
You mean, the Turtles is late because he's taking too much time getting a new design for his robe?
I knew you could follow along, my dear little oyster.
Should we wait for him a bit longer? I'm sure your sister's reply has to be arriving soon.
I don't write her those letters expecting to get a reply. They're more like an apology for not coming home to see her.
But you can't go home because of the Reaper's curse, right? So why do you need to send letters and gifts?
Soon after I left, my sister wrote me a letter. She said, I don't care if it's dangerous. I want to be with you. Maybe the old me, once I realized there was no fixing this curse, would have gone home prepared to do everything in my power to protect her. But I'm not the old me. Haven't been since I met Eifried and his crew.
I understand. You found your place on that ship. Even if you lifted the curse, you wouldn't move back home.
Do you think your sister knows that?
I haven't told her directly, but I'm sure she's realized it. She's smart, and she's empathetic. That's why she never sends me a reply.
You mean because she respects that you've chosen your way of life?
That's probably how she sees it, yes. But understanding does not preclude loneliness. I think she doesn't reply as a way of showing that she disapproves.
And you keep on sending those letters by way of atonement.
I don't think it's anything so noble as that, but sure. You're probably not too far off the mark.
A brother writing letters knowing he'll never get a reply. And a sister waiting for a brother she knows will never come home.
You two make it so damn complicated. Just talk it out face to face and make up already. It's not that hard. At least the person you care about is still alive.
Velvet.
Are we done here? Let's go.
At last, the Nordal set is complete! Hooray! Go us!
Turtles! Turtles! Just in time for the winner circles! Your detective skills truly put mine to shame!
It wouldn't have taken so much time and effort if you'd been willing to help us look. But you'll make it up to us with a suitable discount next time we trade.
Can't you give me a break?
Never mind. Do you have anything for us?
I do mind's that! But yeah, here's another letter for Eizen.
Another one? I will keep this missive short as my patience with you has expired. Come to the prison island and face your judgment. I will not blame you if you run, but I will consider you a heartless coward of a brother.
Oh, this sounds like a challenge to a fight. Now we're talking my language. Let's get going.
Whoever this is, they're just trying to get under your skin. Why not let it go and move on?
This is the 3rd letter, not counting any that might not have reached us. I say we should go nip this in the bud.
Yeah, I think so too. If we just keep ignoring it, something might happen to Eizen's sister.
Exactly. I can't allow that. I want to head to Titania and settle things.
I don't see any exorcists, at least.
They must have pulled a runner once they were finished here.
If our challenger knew that when selecting this location, I suspect we're in for a serious fight.
We need to stay careful. There doesn't seem to be anybody here. Wait, what's up with that box?
The time has come for judgment and retribution!
What the...
Did a Nordal just come out of that box?
Who are you?
Very well. You ought to know the name of he who consigned you to the flames of hell.
Wait.
I am...
You're that Norman, right? Phoenix or whatever? Ha! No wonder those letters were so full of empty threats and blustery nonsense.
Bien! This is bad. The self-styled strongest Norman of all Norman is the mastermind behind all of this!
Self-styled? I am the man among men, the strongest Norman of all Norman. I am Phoenix.
Yeah, we've covered that already.
So you're the one who wrote all those letters. What's your bone with me?
I merely seek to right wrongs. I recently came into possession of a letter from a sister pouring her heart out to her brother. I traced the letter back to its sender, and one day paid her a surreptitious visit. There, I found a sweet, innocent girl. Surrounding her were presents from her brother, and mountains of letters she couldn't bring herself to send.
Letters she couldn't send?
Heartfelt letters for her older brother. When I read them, my manly tears fell over the same salty stains left by hers.
What the hell is wrong with you? Who reads someone else's letter and then decides to break into their room?
I acknowledge that I am partly in the wrong. But for all that is righteous, I cannot condone. I do this for your sister, clasping her hands in well-worn gloves as she sends prayers for her brother's safety across the wide blue sea.
Enough of this nonsense. What is it that you want?
That is a question you should be asking of yourself.
What do you mean?
Just what is it that you're communicating with the superficial scrawlings and shoddy baubles you send her?
He's trying to atone...
Don't be absurd! Which is the real you? The considerate brother who worries for his sister? Or the man who consorts with low-life scum and pirate? Why can you not at least be honest with her, pirate? She is your sister. Why can you not tell her of the life you've chosen to lead? Do you think her too weak-willed to forgive your decision? Is that what your beloved sister is to you?
I don't have to take this from you!
Fine then. Show me your power.
You asked for it!
Then it's settled. If I win, you will go visit your sister immediately. But if I lose, I will obey your every command.
You're a funny one, Phoenix. I like you.
Laugh all you wish, for the last laugh will be mine!
I think I'll have you crying instead. Ready to die? Think you can dodge? Just try! Perfect mayhem! Cross! Leave! Rip them apart! Hellgate! Leave! No escape! Smash them!
No mercy! Wounds I will
Eat it!
No mercy! Wounds I will
You weren't lying when you said you were the strongest.
No kidding.
Strong or not, you picked a fight with the Reaper. Time to pay the price.
Wait, Eizen, what are you?
I thought so. That's why you're called the Phoenix, isn't it? Your blessing has the exact opposite effect as my curse.
So you finally noticed.
So, if Phoenix has that kind of power, then couldn't he protect your sister?
I admit defeat. I await your command.
No.
Why not?
I believe we should each steer our own ships through life's waters. I know that the life I've chosen is a selfish one. And I know that it leaves my sister lonely and sad. But it's also the only way I know how to live. If I gave you a command, it would be denying something at the very core of my being. So no, I won't do it. Except...
Yes?
If you're able, I want you to use your powers to protect my sister. Protect her from demons and malevolence. And from any dragon who may one day attack her.
A dragon? Are you serious?
This isn't an order. It's just a request.
Well then, I accept your request as your friend. But in return, I have something to ask of you.
Yeah?
I want you to write her another letter. But this time, no hiding what you're truly thinking. I'll wait as long as it takes for you to write it.
No need.
What?
I've been carrying this for so long, I'm afraid it's kind of crushed.
My friend, I swear on my honor that this letter will reach your sister, and I promise I will get her to smile once more. After all, I'm the Phoenix. With me, life rises anew from the ashes.
Thanks. I'm counting on you.
Then it is time I'm on my way. Come, turtles!
At your service!
Ho!
I'll deliver this package myself, even if it costs me my life!
Farewell, friend!
That Phoenix, what a guy. He doesn't back down even when he's lost.
I guess. But I liked what he had to say.
See? I knew something good would come from this.
Yeah. I guess I learned something today. Never give up before you try.
Phoenix is finally gone! It's okay for you to come out now, Grimoire!
He's so stuffy, as always, that he made me sweat, and I was even hiding.
Now that I think about it, neither of you showed your faces when Phoenix was here, did you?
Why wouldn't you two want to see a fellow Norman?
I guess that asks for an explanation. All right, I think I can tell you now anyway. Broadly speaking, Norman fall into two different categories. Dog Norman and Cat Norman.
The ones who like to be around humans, like Phoenix, are your dog types. The ones who prefer to stick around objects and places are the cat types. I've heard people say that dogs get attached to the human, and cats get attached to the home.
So, since Magulu's relied on you a lot over the years, does that make you a dog, Norman?
No, not really. My powers actually work with Miss Magulu's guardians, not Miss Magulu herself. That makes me a cat type. Though actually, considering how I serve a witch, I'd be a cat type either way. Anyway, back on topic. Dog Norman like to live among lots of humans in comfort and style. Cat Norman like me and Grimoire would rather live in forests and ruins and pass our time in idle leisure.
Some, ourselves included, don't conform with expectations, instead choosing to live as we please alongside humans. What does this have to do with wanting to avoid Phoenix? There's a gap between us that can't be bridged. Like the difference between sky blue and sea blue.
Come on, aren't sky blue and sea blue basically the same color?
Maybe to your untrained eye, but to those who care, there's a perceptible difference in hue, slight though it might be. Whatever it is that separates them is impossible to overcome.
I didn't realize it could be such a big deal.
Let me ask you guys this. Are pudding and custard the same?
No, definitely not. If I ordered one, I wouldn't want to be served the other.
Those still sound more or less the same to me, too.
What if I said it was like the difference between sherbet and sorbet?
Oh, yeah, there is a difference there. Although I usually can't remember which is which.
So, like the difference between a hoagie and a sub sandwich?
But those two are the same. Anyway, you get the point now, surely. We've long had our differences, and they put us in perpetual conflict.
But what good does that do?
Actually, on that note, is Eizen's sister going to be okay with Phoenix around?
That much I wouldn't worry about. He can be obnoxiously brash and talks a lot of nonsense sometimes. But if nothing else, Phoenix has a strong sense of responsibility. Rest assured, she's in good hands. Although if you work him too hard, he'll start making speeches about uprisings and insurrections and all that stuff.
Hiya! I got another letter for you, Eizen.
Hey, are you okay? What does it say?
I can't read it right now. One of you do it.
Okay. Dear brother, I got your letter. Not sure why it was so tattered. I'm glad that you were able to tell me how you really feel, even though it was beyond obvious by now. Your clear descriptions of the self-defense Moloch arts allowed me to master them quickly, despite your terrible grammar. As weird as it feels writing this to a pirate, good luck with your work, and I know how to keep a secret. So please keep writing me letters. My life doesn't revolve around them, but I do enjoy hearing from you. I can't see the oceans you sail from my perch here on the mountain, but I'm thinking of you and praying for your safety. And I want you to know I'm doing fine.
Ah, looks like she's just as roundabout and stubborn as her brother. It must run in the family.
There's more. P.S. Thanks for the Nordals. They're not really all that cute, but I guess I like them a little bit. But ever since I got that last one, I hear this voice at night telling me I should write you and be here for you when you need to vent. It's actually rather annoying, but since the doll is a gift from you, I'll make a special exception for it. That's all.
Sounds like she's really got it together.
You know, I don't think we ever asked you her name.
Edna.
That's a pretty name.
Glad you think so. I'm the one who named her.
I'm finally done cleaning up the house.
This house has plenty of room. We can add more to our family and still be fine.
But that means I'd have to work that much harder, too.
It won't be so bad. As long as we work together as a family, it'll be okay.
Yeah, and Zaveid will help out too.
Yeah, that's right. We always help each other in times of need, just like the way Zaveid does.
Aren't you the bossy one? But I hear ya. We'll do it Zaveid's way.
Yeah!
I hope Zaveid comes over to play soon.
Zaveid.
We should ask them how they know him.
Yes, we should. I'll handle it. I'm Eleanor Hume, an exorcist with the Abbey. I'm terribly sorry to intrude, but I was hoping you would tell me how you all know Zaveid.
Oh, do you know Zaveid too?
Yes, we have a history. I was passing by when I just happened to hear his name, and I thought I'd ask.
Oh, sure. Well, we feel like we owe him a great deal. I guess it all started when he kidnapped us.
Kidnapped you?
Let me explain. My wife and I, we were both chefs. And one day, Zaveid showed up out of the blue and practically hauled us back to his home.
There waiting for us were Theodora and these children.
Theodora?
Yeah, Theodora. You know, his girlfriend.
His girlfriend.
These children had lost their parents, and Zaveid and Theodora took them in. Then Zaveid rushed us back outside. We were so startled by how sudden it all was. We had no idea what he was going to try to make us do.
But then he asked us if we could cook the children a meal that humans would find delicious. He said that Malakim enjoy eating the same kind of food as humans do, but they lack the skills or know-how to cook it.
At this point, how could we not help? We made them the biggest and best meal we could.
It was huge and delicious. The mabo curry nearly melted my face off.
The pasta margarita was the best. Well, I loved the peach pie.
But yeah, after that, we ended up stopping by the house a lot and started teaching Theodora some recipes.
We lost a child to a demon. Ever since, we've forgotten we could ever laugh. But Zaveid, Theodora, and the children, they gave us a newfound joy in life.
From a kidnapper to a savior, then.
Exactly. Until they came along, we'd never even realized that Malakim have hearts, just like people do.
It's because they do that they fight alongside you exorcists against the demons. I see that now.
Right.
What was Theodora like? I love her. When I was too scared to sleep, she held my hand and let me sleep in her bed. She reminded me of my mom.
But Zaveid was always so mean to me. One time, he even hit me upside the head.
You two were always roughhousing, being dumb and breaking stuff and getting hurt.
Hey, you wanna fight?
Come on, you two. Calm down.
It sounds like these kids were well loved.
Yeah. But one day, without any warning, Theodora left the house and went missing.
And Zaveid went off in search for his love, leaving you two to care for the children.
He asked us to keep the kids safe until he and Theodora returned home.
We just recently moved here, where there's a port, because our old town was too remote.
All right, I think I get it now. Thank you for sharing your story with us.
Zaveid can be a bit rough and tumble, but he's a good man at heart. If he's in trouble, I hope you'll help him out. If not for him, then for the children.
All right.
Theodora. She must be that white-horned dragon, right?
She must be. I don't see any other reason for Zaveid to risk his life protecting a dragon.
To be living with human children who have gone through such trauma, the risk of exposure to malevolence would have been high.
And yet she was willing to help them. To take them in. It's no wonder Zaveid wants to save her.
But there's no way to turn her back into a Moloch, right?
That's correct.
Which is why you feel you have to kill it. I don't disagree with your conclusion.
But
I think you're going about it the wrong way.
how so?
No one would stand by and permit his former love to be killed before his very eyes. Even when said love has been irrevocably changed. If you could empathize with him and talk things out, I think you two can come to terms without having to fight.
For some things, Eleanor, emotion runs too deep for reason to be heard. If he was so easily swayed that words could convince him, he would already have killed that dragon.
But still...
I'm not in the mood to argue. Let's just go.
If only I could learn how to control those flames.
I've got a message from the boss. An antique collector named Wanjin has died, and his sizable stash is being sold off.
What do I care about some old pots and paintings?
I doubt you do. This message isn't for you. It's for Eizen.
For me? Why?
This Wanjin person was apparently quite the dragon researcher, amassing old books and materials on them. The boss just figured some of those books might come in handy to you.
I see.
There's a shop out in Port Cadnix that's unloading them as we speak. You might want to get a move on before they're gone.
Port Cadnix. I'll keep that in mind. Give Tabitha my regards.
Oh ho ho! If it weren't Eizen! I haven't seen you in forever, laddie.
I heard an antique stealer was handling Wanjin's collection. I take it that's you?
His father and I go way back, so his family begged me to handle it.
You know this guy?
He is excitable, but he's got a good eye for treasure. He's the one who sold me Fujibayashi's rod.
Oh, the one we used to fish up that demon pot, right?
From the looks of it, you've already sold everything.
I had tons for sale, a huge, massive collection, but the customers came rushing in and bought about everything that weren't nailed down.
And here we are, a week late and a sack of gold short.
Come now, Conjuress. Never underestimate the great Donella. I thought this might happen, so I set something special aside. And it's a real hoot, too. A book written in ancient Avarost.
Why do you have that book?
For years, the Abbey's been scooping up every scrap of paper with Avarost writings. It seems they've a bone to pick with it. But mischievous lads like yourself have always liked getting your hands on such forbidden fruits, yeah?
How much is it?
It's yours, free, gratis. I've heard the rumors. If this book helps you smash the Abbey to rubble, that's enough for me.
Well, if you're sure, I'll take it.
Of course!
Another ancient book. We're gonna need Grimoire's help to read it.
I had a hunch this might happen, so I actually brought Grim along with me.
Let's get this over with.
Yes, teacher. If you read this part as Snira, then it means should do. But if it's a snick, then it means don't do.
The other word attached to it is pronounced cre. Which of those first two readings feels right to you? Sound it out.
Cre, Snira, Cre, Snick. Kresnik. Kresnik feels right somehow.
All right. And Kresnik translates as?
To retrieve something intact. To dig it out. But if that's what it means, then...
Yes, this is quite the extraordinary book you found.
Hey, you two mind explaining what's so special in a way the rest of us can understand?
It's research about dragons and Malachim, written long ago by someone trying to figure out how to change a dragon back into a Malach.
They can be changed back? Does the book tell us how it can be done?
The book only contains records of failures and the conclusion it was impossible. But something interesting is written in the corner here.
Unless the intact heart of a white-horned dragon is consumed, a Moloch's blessing shall be everlasting.
By devouring the heart of a white-horned dragon, a Moloch's blessing will be lost. Are you saying that this is a way to break the Reaper's curse? If what this book says is true, yes.
Meaning one Moloch would have to eat another Moloch's heart? That's a little gruesome even by my standards.
Wait, was that something that actually happened during the ancient Avarost period?
The book states that during the course of the research, some Malachim were discovered to have lost their blessings. But it's not conclusive.
Guess there's no way to know unless we give it a shot.
Do you intend to try?
Zaveid! What are you doing here?
A nice old lady at the market told me what you guys were up to.
I guess you know the Bloodwings too, then.
Oh, you know, the ladies just can't keep away from a good man like me. Young and old. They just love me.
Huh. Not a chance.
You guys don't know how to take a joke, do you? Well, some things aren't a joking matter. You gonna try and kill her?
And what if I do?
You won't. I'll stop you.
Even if it means you have to kill me?
What is it with you and killing everything? Maybe you've been a little too receptive to the whole Reaper thing, huh?
Don't answer a question with another question.
I asked you first, Eizen.
Sometimes, death can be the release someone desperately needs. I will kill that white-horned dragon.
Don't call her a dragon, damn it! She has a name. Theodora.
I have nothing more to say to you.
This is your final warning.
Who would ever guess that devouring a dragon heart could lift the Reaper's curse?
Oh, what a glorious day it'll be when you drop the curse part and just become a Reaper at heart. It's like a bad fly. The more you try to shoo it away, the more it sticks around.
Do you think Eizen will really go through with it?
Don't ask me.
Well, I can't exactly talk to Magilu and Rokuro about it. Tact is lost on them. You're all I've got.
Hey, Eizen?
What?
Are you really gonna kill the dragon to get rid of the curse?
Yeah, I am.
Even knowing what she means to Zaveid?
All the more reason to do it.
All the more? What do you mean?
I've said my piece. You can figure it out on your own.
Did you hear? Another group of exorcists got taken out by the Whitehorn.
Again? But they sent praetors after it this time. Is it really that strong?
The exorcists managed to wound it pretty bad, but they were still wiped out.
Between this dragon and the Lord of Calamity, what's going to happen to the kingdom?
We have to keep it together. That thing's still out in the Guyberg ice field, you know. If the worst comes to pass, we need to ensure the public's safety. We'd better make sure we know the evacuation routes.
Yes, sir.
Whitehorn. They must be talking about Theodora.
Yeah. If the dragon is that badly wounded, then now's my chance. Let's head for the Guyberg ice field.
With people talking about that dragon so much, I wouldn't be surprised if we ran into Zaveid.
Yeah. And if he and Eizen butt heads again, I don't think we'll be able to avoid a fight this time.
Eizen said he was going to kill that dragon because she's important to Zaveid. And he said that to kill was to save. What could he mean by that? She's hurt, just like they said.
Is this really how you mean to lift your curse?
I'm not the cursed one.
I'm game.
Let's go.
I told you, that ain't happening on my watch.
And if you stop me?
What else? I'm going to figure out a way to save her.
If that's what you want to try, then go ahead. But know that I'm not going to stop.
You know, I just don't get it. How could a guy like Ifrey be friends with someone so hell-bent on senseless killing?
Sometimes, to kill someone is to save them.
Who the hell is going to be saved by being killed? There's not one damn person in the whole world! No matter what happens, you can't give up on living. That's my creed.
Well then.
Guess we're doing this.
What? Why does it have to come to this? You both want to save the same person!
Sometimes, you just have to fight these things out.
Yeah.
I ain't holding back, Eizen. Good. If you want to stop me, then fight to kill. Die? Think you can dodge? Just try. Perfect mayhem!
Blades of wind!
threat!
You got that right!
Don't even try it!
Zaveid, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm not dead yet, at least.
Thank you for saving me.
I should be thanking you. I'm just glad you're not hurt.
Me?
That's right, kid. Nothing would hurt Theodora more than to harm a child.
Theodora.
The thing is, even when a child's lost their parents, their family, even when despair fills their heart, if you hold their hand, they'll squeeze back. Those hands, frozen cold from fear and insecurity, will start to feel warmth again. That warmth, a tiny spark deep within, can rekindle their feeling of being alive, because they possess the determination to keep on. That's why Theodora never turned her back or gave up on a child. She was more passionate about life than anyone I've ever known.
And that's why you're protecting her.
Just how long do you plan on cleaning up after that dragon?
She's Theodora.
Once a Moloch becomes a dragon, there's no turning back.
And you think that gives you the right to kill her? You talk like you have such noble intentions, but you're not fooling anyone. You just want to lift your Reaper's curse.
I'm not the one who's cursed.
You're telling me there's some other Reaper out there?
Don't answer a question with another question.
Shut the hell up! You're all talk and no fight. You're a damn coward. That's all you are. In the future, if you try to lay even a finger on Theodora, well, there's going to be hell to pay.
Give me hell if you like, but think about one thing first. Think about what she taught you about living, and consider what it really means to be alive.
Why does it have to be like this? I get that their creeds mean a lot to them both, but isn't that all the more reason for them to try to understand each other? But instead, they resort to fighting without even listening to each other first. How can they be like this?
Yeah, I don't want them to fight either. But there's something else I can't figure out.
Is it about why Eizen's so intent on killing that dragon?
That's part of it. What I can't figure out is what he means when he says that killing can also save someone. And how he's not the one with the curse.
Maybe he feels pity for Theodora, and how she's doomed to keep on living as a dragon.
Yeah. What does it really mean to live?
This topic sure got deep fast.
Yeah.
The boss has a request for you.
Not a message, but a request?
A whitehorn dragon has been showing up in the Aldina Plains. The boss wants you to kill it.
Since when did the Bloodwings become agents of justice? Interested in protecting the world from dragons?
Hey, we're not out to save the world. This is just to put an end to Zaveid's madness.
Did Zaveid do something in particular?
He's been harassing exorcists, trying to get more information on that dragon. That's got the Abbey on alert, which makes trouble for us. Our spies in the Abbey can't operate under these conditions.
And that's where we come in. Does that mean Zaveid is in the Aldina Plains too?
Got it in one. Just be careful. Zaveid and that dragon are even more agitated than usual.
Let's go.
Are you gonna fight Zaveid again?
The time has come.
Look! It's Zaveid and the dragon!
This takes me back. I remember the first time I tried to talk to you. You smacked me pretty good then, too. Man, that hurts. You sure don't know how to hold back, do you?
Zaveid! Eizen, why?
Just watch.
But...
So, you're just waiting for me to die so you can help yourself to her heart. Is that it? Sorry, but that's not happening. I'm not dying here, and I won't let you kill her.
I'll decide what I do, Zaveid.
Fine! Then I'm deciding to help Zaveid, no matter what you tell me, Eizen! Zaveid!
This dragon wouldn't hesitate to attack a child, or the man who risks his own life to protect it. Tell me, Zaveid, who is this white-horned dragon? You said that your creed was to never give up on living, no matter what may happen. If you really believe that, would you say that you're living right now? Because to me, you don't look like someone truly living.
The hell are you saying?
I understand now. Eizen really isn't the one who's cursed. By killing Theodora, he's actually saving...
It's time to lift this curse.
I'll fight too, to save Zaveid and Theodora!
Watch out for the malevolent, sloppy set.
You too, Eizen.
No escape! No escape! No escape! No escape! No escape! We're wide open! Smash them! You're wide open!
Stay back.
Get away from her! If you kill her, if you kill Theodora, I'll never forgive you, Eizen!
I know.
Eizen! How could you? What? Malevolence?
Eizen!
Stay back! This is...
Eizen! Zaveid!
No! It'll get you too!
But Velvet, just look at them! Ah!
It's that fire again.
Amazing it can extinguish that much malevolence.
But the dragon...
Please, turn back to normal! I can do it! With this flame! Zaveid!
It's over.
But...
Why didn't you break your Reaper's curse?
What? Did you want me to eat its heart?
Don't answer a question with another question.
The Reaper's curse is mine to bear alone. The danger of becoming a dragon, however, is a curse upon all Malakim.
All that malevolence. It's going to take its toll on you, too.
Yeah, I can already feel it starting. It won't be long before I wind up like her.
You'll have to leave your pirate buddies before things turn ugly.
I'm the first mate on Ifreed's ship, so to be honest, it's probably just as well. I'd rather end up a dragon than have this curse hijack my ship and my life anymore. But I do fear one thing. I'm afraid that when I turn into a dragon, I could end up hurting the very people I want to protect.
Theodora couldn't even recognize anyone she loved anymore. You saved her, Eizen. By killing her. Before all this, Theodora was a kind woman. She never wanted to hurt people, and she loved more deeply than anyone I've ever known.
Yeah.
Sometimes to kill someone is to save them. You have someone you're trying to protect too, don't you?
My little sister.
What's she like?
She's like an early blooming flower. Wise for her age. She's got it all together. Sometimes has to treat me like I'm the kid. She cries too easily, but deep down, she's so strong.
Sounds like someone I'd like to get to know better. Who knows? Maybe I'll even marry her.
Zaveid!
Don't you worry. I won't make a move until I've killed you.
Zaveid, what are you saying?
Consider it revenge for Theodora. I'll be the one who finally puts you out of your misery. But I'll only kill you once you've stopped being yourself. Only then.
You sure?
Yeah. I swear by my true name, Filk Zadea, Zaveid the Oathkeeper.
Ufemu Wexu. That's my true name.
I'll remember it.
Is there really no other way? There must be something besides turning into a dragon or getting yourself killed, right?
In the end, what matters isn't whether we get killed or not. It's whether we can take control over the direction of our own lives.
That's what it means to really be alive.
That sounds sad. And hard. But I understand. And I'm going to live life in my own way, too.
Well then, I hope we'll see each other again.
Where are you going?
Wherever the wind takes me.
Oh, it's you! Thank you for everything you've done.
Has Zaveid been by since last time?
Yeah, actually, he finally dropped by here the other day. Ah, it was great. We were all really happy to see him again.
What about Theodora?
She wasn't with him, but he made it sound like her problems were finally all resolved.
He said they were going to travel together.
But we don't feel lonely.
Yeah, he said no matter how far apart we are, we'll always be together in our hearts, and they'll never forget us. He told us that we all share a strong bond, and it's all because...
Because that's Zaveid's way, right?
Nuh-uh. It's because that's our family's way. All of us.
And it's a wonderful way to be.
Yeah, that's what I think too.
Zaveid told us that because he has family here, because he has somewhere to come home to, he'll be able to travel with an easy heart.
And he left us with a huge pile of money. We told him we didn't know what to do with it all, and he just laughed. He said we could use the money to grow our family even more. If you ever see Zaveid on your travels, please give him a message. Tell him you'll always have a home here.
Of course. We'll make sure to pass it on to him.
See ya!
We got orders from headquarters. They want us to boost security for the transport unit.
But the transport's got more than enough as it is.
A few days back, a Gald convoy got raided. They lost everything, down to the last coin. Thankfully, no one was killed, but the raid was such a clean job. HQ thinks it must have been the work of a pro.
The demons already have us stretched thin enough, and now we have to deal with bandits on top of that?
I take it you're a Bloodwing. Do you have something for me?
Yeah, I've got something I think you'll like. I heard a treasure chest washed up on the rocks of Manon. And get this, nobody can open it.
A treasure chest that won't open?
If it won't open, why doesn't anyone just smash it apart?
The Abbey's throne who knows how many praetors at it. And not only can they not open it, they can't even budge it.
Ooh, now you're talking my language.
It might be treasure from the far continent.
Do you know something about it, Eizen?
Hush.
I don't see why I should care about it. Thanks anyway.
What was that about, Eizen?
You know something about that treasure chest, don't you?
I think it probably drifted here from the far continent.
Wow, really?
What makes you say that?
It sounds just like something I saw when I was there.
Oh, do go on. I'm all ears.
Let's go give it a look. If we really can't get it to open, I'll cut right through it.
That won't be necessary. I know how to open it. In fact, Eifried was the one who figured it out.
Now I get it. Is that where he found...
Yeah, that's where he found Siegfried.
If that's true, I'd hate to let the Abbey or the Bloodwings get their hands on whatever's inside. Off to Manon we go.
Is that the treasure chest from the far continent?
Right then. Eizen, how do we go about opening it?
I'd still be happy to cut it open, you know.
Don't. You'll probably end up cutting what's inside.
There's a password. It means wealth in the language of the far continent. Von Eltia.
It opened!
What? That's all it took? Talk about anticlimactic.
I didn't know the ship's name came from the far continent.
Yeah. An engineer who helped design the ship was familiar with technology from there. He probably supplied the name. And by that bizarre twist of fate, Siegfried came into Eifried's hands.
So what's inside? Anything interesting?
It's a book.
Ugh, that's so lame. You're killing me here.
It's really old, but it's written in a language I can read. It's titled, Research Notes on Siegfried and Its Special Abilities.
Wait, so it's like a manual for using Siegfried?
Yeah. Some of it's missing, but I'm pretty sure.
Another twist of fate!
Fee, keep going. Let's hear more.
Believed to be a relic from the Avarost period, Siegfried utilizes an embedded formula to enable its wielder to manipulate mana. The commonly held belief is that Siegfried can alter, and thereby amplify, the mana of its host. But this is only its most basic capability, which is utilized to initiate and control its true functions.
Its true functions? Does that mean it can do more?
It looks that way. Our analysis suggests that Siegfried was originally created as a specialized anti-dragon weapon.
Oh my, the plot thickens.
To that end, Siegfried can fire volitional bullets that bestow certain special effects upon its targets. These bullets, made from crystallized mana, can cause disabilities depending on the intent with which they have been imbued. Known bullet varieties include one that can sever power links, and one capable of temporarily blocking out the influence of malevolence.
Bullets that block malevolence, huh?
Does it say where these bullets are?
No. Sorry, the rest is too worn to read.
That's all right.
We can't be sure if it's true or not, but it sounds plausible at least.
Eizen, how about we go looking for those bullets?
No, I have no need for them.
But if you had them, you could...
I have other things I need to worry about. And anyway, Siegfried belongs to Zaveid now. Laphicet, next time you see him, I want you to tell him what you read.
Are you sure?
Please. I have a feeling he'll track those bullets down, even if he has to cross the whole world looking for them.
All right, I'll tell him. I promise.
Lo, is this another twist of fate in the making? But how, oh how will it turn out?
Can't you be serious just once in your life?
I think she's just saying Eizen's doing the right thing, in her own weird way. And it's true that nobody knows what the future holds.
That's for sure. And I like it that way.
Do you really mean that?
I do. It would be pretty boring to know everything that's coming, don't you think?
That's fair.
What's that you're pouring out?
It's for Eifried's memorial.
Captain, this is some good booze the first mate's been hiding away. Drink up! It's all yours!
Ha! I'll never forget you, Captain. And I'll never forget that 500 gold I loaned to you either.
And I'll always remember how hard your fists were.
That's just because you screwed up all the time, Benwick.
I always meant to hit him back one day, but now I'll never have the chance. It's so unfair!
Oh, shut up. It'd be 100 years before you'd be able to knock him out. Not even Von Eifried would wait that long for you.
Hey, I could have managed it in 50.
Well, this turned out to be a pretty lively memorial.
To death, we are as equals. It comes to us all. There's no reason to treat it as something special.
Exactly. And besides, we're all pirates here. Wherever we sail, death is always lurking beneath the waves.
You're all prepared for it.
Of course we are.
Eizen, would you mind if I said a prayer for Eifried?
You would? He's the most terrible villain in 100 years.
That's true, but I just...
What if you prayed for Eizen's friends instead? I don't think there'd be a problem with that.
Okay. Is it alright if I pray for your friends instead, Eizen?
I'm not stopping you. Captain, I was more enriched by the days I spent sailing with you than the centuries I roamed in search of something to end my curse. Thanks for the fun, Eifried.
Good luck out there.
The map's really getting filled out now.
You seem really happy, Laphicet.
Yeah, you just had a big old grin on your face.
Well, yeah, of course. Surely even you have some times when you can't help but smile. Right, Velvet?
I never thought about it. You know, I guess I do. Like when I managed to get the kitchen and the dishes sparkling and spotless.
Oh, I know that feeling. I feel that way when I get the bathtub scrubbed so clean that it's as good as new.
Definitely. Oh, and when I finish hanging a huge load of laundry out to dry on a beautiful sunny day.
Could you not compare this to doing chores?
The scouting vessel just contacted us. They say they found Terror Island.
Terror Island? What kind of place is that?
Eizen was talking about it earlier. It apparently moves around.
It's the damnedest thing. Legends say it's roamed the outer seas since time immemorial. They say it absorbs power from all of existence.
That sounds like it might be connected to Inominat.
We won't know anything more until we go there ourselves. First, we should join up with the crew at the docks in Isolt. I heard you guys found Terror Island. Is that true?
Yes, First Mate. It was moving around, just like the legends say. We left a team on the island to track its movements.
Then they'll lead us right to it. Excellent. We'll take the Von Eltia there.
Aren't you rushing things a bit? We don't even know what's on the island. It's too dangerous.
I'm aware of the dangers, but I can't abandon my crew on that island. You can grumble all you want, but I'm going.
Ugh, yeah. I figured there wouldn't be much use in trying to persuade you. What the hell?
Hooey! Now this is mighty rare. Looks like we got ourselves even more guests!
Welcome, y'all, to Norman Island! Y'all must be right tuckered out from all that traveling. Why don't you take a load off, sit for a spell, and have a snack?
Wait, did you say Norman Island?
You heard right! This island is homeland for all us Norman!
It's good to be back. I haven't been here for at least 1,500 years.
Aw! It's you, Grimoire! How you been? It's good to see you!
And you.
If you guys knew what this place was all along, why didn't you say something sooner?
Well, Eizen just sounded so cool talking about venturing into the unknown and all that, so I didn't want to burst his bubble.
Sometimes it's good to let someone dream, no matter how far-fetched said dream might actually be.
This island is way too good to be true, First Mate.
Ah, everything's so nice and laid back here. I could just relax like this for 1,000 years.
So, when people say this place absorbs power from all existence, this is what they meant?
Well, they're not wrong, I guess.
So, what should we do? Do you really think it's okay to mark this island on the map?
Let's not. I got a feeling this might be one of those places that's best kept a secret.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Well, so much for Terror Island, I guess.
We did it! We completely filled in the world map!
That took a lot of work.
Nicely done. It's a good start, at least.
A good start? You mean there's more?
It's true that we completely explored the outer seas that surround Midgand, but for all we know, a whole new ocean might be waiting on the other side of the far continent, and we've only searched the surface of the outer seas. Who knows what sleeps beneath its waters?
I guess an explorer's job is never done.
Is that a hint of greed I detect? I thought Malakim were above all that.
You guys have lost me again.
Well, Malakim can live for thousands of years. I'm sure you'll finish your map one day.
Assuming you don't become a dragon first.
If that happens, it happens. What matters most isn't that you make your dreams come true. It's
that you pursue them alongside your friends, right?
Oh, look at you, kiddo! You stole Eizen's line right out from under him.
Oh, sorry, Eizen.
Don't worry about it. I really enjoyed making this map with you guys.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know how far I'll be able to go, but it's always about the journey, not the destination.
I'm getting a bit tired of just lazing about on this island. It's boring here.
How long have you been lazing about?
About 1,000 years, I think.
That is a long time to not do anything.
Then again, it'd be terrible to have a mean old tyrant of a master, like what happened to Bienfu. Oh, can I just make a pact with a nice girl who will pamper me all day? If she was real pretty, I wouldn't even care if she liked making terrible puns.
I think you're setting yourself up for a letdown.
I ran into Zaveid a little bit ago. He had a kid Moloch along with him. He said he saved the kid from a demon.
Zaveid has a soft spot for children.
That's what I heard. It was freezing cold that night, but he gave his coat to the kid to wear. You should have seen it. He was naked from the waist up. But as cold a night as it was, Zaveid had this big smile plastered on his face. He laughed and said, "I don't mind the cold. Besides, what's a little cold wind to Zaveid the whirlwind?"
Did you hear? Phoenix found a new purpose, and he's real fired up about it.
Will he be alright? You know how he can get a little too fixated on his ideas.
I just hope he's with someone nice.
Either way, I'm still worried. Phoenix has a habit of letting his excitement get the better of him.
Should we go check in on him? I'm curious about what's going on in the human world, too.
Yeah, good idea. I was getting bored of just sitting around here. Let's go.
Then it's settled. Let's call everyone together and make it a big trip.